Did you know there's a plant that can fill your garden with large, vibrant flowers so intense they almost look unreal? Yet most people struggle to keep it blooming for long. Many people have it, but only a few know how to unlock its full potential. Today, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the Hibiscus rosa sinensis, from how to care for it properly, how to propagate it step by step, how to graft it to have multiple colors in one plant, and most importantly, how to keep it always blooming and completely healthy. Stay until the end, because I'm going to share 2 powerful homemade fertilizers and 2 natural fungicides that can help protect your plant before it gets sick. The Hibiscus rosa sinensis stands out for its large, open flowers and intense colors that almost look unreal. It can produce red, yellow, orange, pink, white, or even mixed blooms. Although each flower only lasts 1 or 2 days, what makes this plant special is its ability to continuously produce new blooms when properly cared for. That's why some people always have it full of flowers, while others only see green leaves without blooms. The difference isn't the plant, it's understanding what it needs. It is a tropical plant, which means it thrives in warm environments with good light and some humidity. This explains why it grows stronger and blooms better in warm climates, while in colder or unstable conditions it slows down, weakens, or stops flowering. It doesn't tolerate cold or strong winds well, and it also doesn't like being moved constantly, because every change forces it to adapt and that directly affects blooming. Hibiscus grows actively when it receives enough sunlight, and light is one of the most important factors for its development. Without enough light, the plant may stay alive, but it won't have enough energy to produce flowers. Its roots need soil that doesn't compact, allowing water to pass through without becoming waterlogged. Even though it likes moisture, excess water can damage the roots and slowly weaken the plant. It is also very sensitive to its environment and constantly shows signals through its leaves and buds. If leaves turn yellow, buds fall before opening, or flowers become smaller, it's a sign that something is wrong. Learning to read these signals allows you to fix problems early before the plant becomes weaker. Hibiscus doesn't bloom consistently by accident. It blooms as a result of balance between light, water, nutrients, and stability. When that balance is achieved, the plant enters a cycle where it continuously produces buds. When that balance is broken, the first thing it stops doing is flowering, because survival becomes the priority. Once you understand this, hibiscus becomes one of the most rewarding plants to grow. The Hibiscus rosa sinensis needs clear conditions to grow strong and bloom constantly. It needs around 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. Without enough light, it may stay green but won't bloom. Watering must be balanced. The soil should stay slightly moist, not completely dry for long periods, and never soggy. A simple way to know when to water is by touching the soil. If the top layer is dry, it's time to water. If it's still moist, it's better to wait. The soil must be loose and well-draining, because compact soil prevents roots from breathing properly and weakens the plant over time. Climate is also very important. Hibiscus loves warm and stable conditions. In colder environments, the plant enters a pause where it may stop growing, lose leaves, and stop blooming. But that doesn't mean it is dying. It is protecting itself. If it is in a pot, it's best to move it to a bright but protected area, like near a wall, indoors by a window, or anywhere sheltered from wind. Watering should be reduced during cold periods, and excessive fertilizing should be avoided. When warm weather returns, the plant quickly recovers and resumes blooming. Hibiscus has a key characteristic that many people don't know. Flowers grow on new branches, not old ones. This means the more new growth the plant has, the more flowers it will produce. This is why pruning is so important. Without pruning, the plant becomes leggy, unbalanced, and produces fewer flowers. When pruned correctly, it responds by creating multiple new branches, and each one can produce flowers. Pruning is simple. Cut the tips of long or weak branches and remove dry or damaged parts. Always cut slightly above a node, which is where leaves grow, because that is where new shoots will appear. The best time to prune is during warm seasons or when the plant is actively growing. Many people are afraid to cut too much, but hibiscus tolerates pruning very well. Even a strong pruning can rejuvenate an old plant and make it grow stronger. Propagation is very easy using cuttings. Choose a healthy branch about 15 to 20 centimeters long, not too old and not too soft. Make a clean diagonal cut and remove the lower leaves, leaving only a few at the top. Let the cut dry for a few hours or apply cinnamon to prevent fungus. You can place the cutting in water or directly in soil. Keep it in a bright place without strong direct sunlight at first. After a few weeks, roots will begin to form and new leaves will appear. A useful trick is covering it with a plastic bag to create humidity, like a small greenhouse, which increases the chances of success. You can also have multiple flower colors on one single plant through grafting. This technique involves attaching a branch from a different hibiscus onto a strong, established plant. The base plant provides strength and roots, while the new branch produces flowers of a different color. Make a small cut in the base plant and shape the new branch so it fits securely. Then hold it firmly in place using tape or a soft tie. After a few weeks, if successful, the branch will integrate and begin to grow as part of the plant, eventually producing flowers. If you want constant blooming, remember that everything depends on balance. Light, pruning, watering, nutrients, and stability all work together. If one of these fails, flowering stops. When they are all in harmony, the plant enters a continuous blooming cycle. For nutrients, you can use simple homemade options like banana peels to support flowering, rice water to strengthen roots, compost to improve soil over time, and crushed eggshells to add minerals. These should be used in moderation and not all at once, alternating them instead. To prevent pests and diseases, you can use cinnamon on cuts, garlic water as a natural spray, keep the plant clean by removing dry leaves and flowers, avoid overwatering, and ensure good airflow. Prevention is always easier than trying to recover a weakened plant. Now you know how to transform your hibiscus into a truly spectacular plant. It's not about complicated tricks, it's about understanding its needs. When you give it the right conditions, it responds with strength, vibrant growth, and continuous flowers. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What color is your hibiscus, and have you ever tried propagating or grafting it? Let me know in the comments. If this video helped you, don't forget to save it or share it with someone who loves plants. Before you go, I have another video where I show you a plant with flowers so perfect they look unreal, with a soft fragrance and an elegant tropical presence that transforms any space. I'll leave that video here because I'm sure you're going to love it.